Hello, 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 hello. Is this working? This is just me testing out to see how well this works on, YouTube. Since I'm not usually streaming on to YouTube, and it's definitely my first time streaming on this. It seems to not be working. Yep. Streaming on to YouTube, and it's definitely my first time streaming. Okay, why? It seems to not be working. Yep. Why is the... And it's definitely my first time streaming. Okay, why? It seems to not be working. I can hear it echo. God damn it, OBS Studio is the worst fucking thing. Because the video's not going over. I don't get it. What is wrong with you? I could see it in my preview. Oh, now it froze, so. But over here. Oh, wait, is it working now? Let me check. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. But over here. Oh, wait, is it working now? Got to work. Let me check. It's so weird. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. But okay. Over here. Ta-da! Oh, wait, is it working now? Got to work. Let me check. It's so weird. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Not much actually. Ta-da! Doing. Like, I'm not really doing much. Just seeing if I can get everything set up properly. For actually future streams. I'm not really doing much. But if someone actually wants to show up and set up properly, for hang out, I'm sure I'll be okay with it. I'm just messing around. Show up. All right. Wait. Hang out. I'm sure. Okay. I'll be okay with it. I'm just messing around. Okay. Wait. If you see something weird, don't be afraid. It's just really awkward settings for OBS Studio because I like using regular OBS because it works properly. Really awkward settings. In fact, I think I figured why some of the stuff for OBS Studio stopped working. It's because in fact, I have to have my video on both of these screens here, or at least on one. I have to have my video on both of these screens here, or at least on one. Okay, I gotta mute myself. I hate having to hear myself, like the echo. All right. Scene 2, that is window capture. Alright. Just to test things out, let me get a website. Let's find Crunchyroll, for instance. Crunchyroll, I guess log in. Just log on Facebook, I guess. Because I don't feel like actually typing in anything. This isn't my normal. Oh, okay, there's my normal account. Alright. Actually, let me go to YouTube and set up something there. Oh, never mind. YouTube's coming from the streaming section of YouTube is not the easiest. All right. I'm just gonna click on one random video that's recommended to me. All right. Now for window capture properties. Okay, that's not doing anything. Okay, how about that? Nope. How about window tile? Nope. Okay. Window capture seems to be a no-go. Let's remove that from this. Alright. Browser source. No, I don't want that. I don't know what... Well, actually, let's try browser source. Okay. Okay. Let's go to this. Okay.
So let's talk about Dragon Ball Super episode 69, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my prediction slash preview of this episode. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my prediction slash preview of this episode.
It didn't work. That was bad. Well, if you want to like us geekdom, then they were in luck. Okay. Actually, I don't think it showed, but you heard it. I'm pretty sure. Okay, that didn't work. I'm gonna try display capture. Oh, that gives me a headache. So no. Remove that. Goodbye display capture. Because it's actually easier to set things up by streaming than to record. I don't know what's up with this thing. Alright. Audio input capture? No. Audio output capture? No. Browser source is the closest thing. Go capture image. Media source. What's media source? Oh, I don't want to do that. That's if I ever want to stream a video, like straight from my hard drive. That's what that's for. Don't want to do that. I mean, maybe one day, but not to YouTube. Okay. How about window capture? Okay. There's a mouse, but it's not. Okay. That's not working. Executable name? Nope. Okay. Properties. Oh. Window title. Nope. It's just a blank. I cannot get a freaking stream thing to work properly. Alright. Well. Let's hold on, let me make sure to I'm gonna put this in what section? I'm just leaving gaming. Actually, I'm gonna put that in. Where's entertainment at? Because fuck it, I'm not playing a game at the moment. And someone might be entertained by garbage like this. Okay. What's this scene? I don't want to do that. That doesn't help me at all. Okay. And window capture is just nothing. Delete both of them. VLC video source. What's this? Okay, I don't know what this is. Oh, I don't know what this is. Okay, it's the same thing as media source. But I can add multiple things to a playlist for that. Also not helpful. Okay. I also noticed how the only thing in my description for the stream is to watch my last video. Well, I'm not actually caring too much about what this says, so remove that. I want to have a proper view of the damn whatchamacallit. Let me remove this right quick. Well, actually, no, I can leave that. appreciated. Oh. No. Well, actually, see what that does. Text, free type. Blah. I can type something. Learning OBS Studio. Studio. The hard way. Alright. And select font. I'm gonna put this at size 72. And it's gonna be Arial Black. Ta-da, that's, yeah. Let me move that over, actually. Yeah, there. Because I'm learning OBS Studio the hard way by streaming my attempts at something. Alright, let me go on Twitter right quick. I wish I could stream, like, what I'm doing. Streaming my attempt at getting OBS Studio. God, why do I keep misspelling studio? To work properly. Wish me luck. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to try browser source again. Okay. That doesn't do anything as far as I can tell. Okay. I don't know how to get that to actually work properly. Alright, that's not working. So let me go on YouTube and search up how to watch YouTube videos on stream. What? This is not. Okay. These are not anything close to what I want. Oh, wait. Maybe this is what I want.
What is up, guys? Only Use Me Blade, and a lot of people ask me all the time, Blade, how do you get the GIFs to pop up? How do you get
he's using
YouTube videos
not
to play
the right
streaming?
one.
This isn't going to be a tutorial on how to fully stream. This is just going to be a quick tutorial on how to use what's called the CLR browser and how to add images and how I make it pop up on the screen when I'm streaming. So this is OBS, obviously. This is my source. I just made a clean one, which is just my face, just my beautiful face. And what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly show you how to add just a GIF or an image. Then we're going to do a GIF, and then we're going to go full advanced on you to show you how to add a YouTube video. If we're just going to add an image, I'm going to go add.
Watching it.
And see where it says image. Click on that. I'm going to call this baby toss. Boom.
That's fast forward his video.
You can make it however you want. That's how you're saying. My nephew and the of whatever you want it to be, like a pig. So we're gonna go browse. So we're gonna play. Boom. Image. Click on that. Go. Baby.
Okay.
So another thing. How you use it. Whatever you need.
I'm watching.
GIF of want it to be. And then with GIFs or GIFs or whatever you want to call it, they repeat. So if there's ever a situation when I'm playing and I'm like, oh, you know what would be super hype right now? A GIF of a pig running. But that video, like so, of a dude at a keyboard getting super duper 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 pissed off. Okay.
Okay.
Hype. There's no sound on this one, but obviously, if your YouTube video has sound, it'll show up in the CLR browser. Back to CLR browser. Now, go YouTube. Does it do YouTube stuff around it, right? So I'm gonna restart it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna hit your Alt button on your keyboard, hold it down, and then you click on the corners, and you can resize it. And so you can cut off all that extra little nonsense.
Oh, that's actually useful. But for the other OBS.
I'm actually going to restart it.
So, what that tells me is
Alt there, and I might actually want to
how to add a video.
So now I just have this
in regular OBS.
So now you can click it, move it, do whatever you want to do. You can resize
let me
it.
check something.
And so imagine
CLR
if I'm playing,
browser,
and then someone does something in the game where they're camping or whatever, and I'm like, "Fuck you, die in a fire."
OBS Studio.
Now let me kind of show you how all this works while I'm actually playing. So let's say we're at the Twitch thing. Okay. So obviously there's a lot of stuff kind of going on. Normally the game would be behind there. But let's say...
okay, so this browser source is but...
I'm in a situation where someone in my chat's talking crazy to me. I can hit him with the Joe
Actually,
Dirt
no, I want that free type. Because I like having the browser source.
Do it again. I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
And then click off of it. And then, you know, if someone says something really, really stupid, I have just random GIFs, random things.
What are you? An idiot sandwich. What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Or I can just do like a GIF, which is you can leave on and constantly repeats. And there you go. So as you can see, I actually have a ton of GIFs because I'm the GIF king.
All right.
But yeah, that's how you add. That's how you add YouTube videos and GIFs and pictures, pop-ups on your thing. So, you know, just sitting here and playing, that's cool. But I mean, if someone donates or subscribes, I want to fucking hype them up. You know what I mean? I want to hype them up.
All
so
right.
I'll do something. You guys
Let's
stream
see.
this, but I might hit 'em with the boom.
Next, well, actually, I guess I'm gonna look at this For Neverworld video.
So people are born.
Alright, because it's also recommended to me. So.
It's probably hell loud. But donation hype, let them know rain money on me. Yeah, so now you know knowledge is power.
You're young.
There's a
You've never known a world different than this one.
I wish I could actually...
There was a time when you had to choose between going it alone out there or being protected in here.
Property.
I haven't been on the other side of the wall. Not once.
Is there any way to...
There's nothing out there.
That doesn't make me feel like any less of a prisoner.
This company cannot abide secrets.
You found something.
Because I can't even skip...
There's something I have to tell you about my past.
You don't have to hide anything from me.
I risk everything for you.
You don't have to do it.
She's just a piece of
I
cover.
want to be able to interact
than the normal
with it.
Feed is great. It works.
Alright.
But when you're streaming on Twitch, there are a lot of other streamers on there. And what you want is an image. And I'm just going to call it background.
OBS Studio.
And you're going to browse.
Tutorial.
I'm going to go to my desktop.
Alright. Watching a tutorial. Okay. Nope. God damn it. And my computer's frozen. Thank you. Thank you, computer. Well, it's actually freaking the browser that just froze. But whatever. Actually, what is... Let me change my stream name. Learning OBS Studio. The hard way. I'm just gonna name it the same thing. Yeah. It's not gonna matter that much, but... Oh, wait, what did I click? Learning OBS Studio the hard way. And no, I'm not gonna save this stream or anything because you know it's nothing. It's a crap stream of me sitting here doing nothing, really. But you know, maybe there'll be something interesting happening. Okay. Okay. God dang it. Oh my god. What is wrong with my computer? Please work properly. Alright, let's see what this retard says because
Hey
he's
everybody, this is Joe Numbers, and I thought I
writing
would
something
give you
stupid on
guys,
his.
yeah, and they were wondering, okay, they're like, here's the problem. Just renamed Studio, and they were wondering, okay, they're like, I'm transferring over from OBS Classic. OBS Studio doesn't seem to have CLR browser. That is not the case. It does. It's just renamed and it's different. Now here's the problem. If you go to sources, you got to add. It's called browser source, but not everybody has this. It's not like OBS Classic where you had to go get the plugin and install it into the folder and all that. No, this is actually different. It's not that hard to get browser source. All you do is go to OBS's website.
You're actually
once you right click add browser source, okay, it'll give you this. It looks pretty familiar.
Okay.
The URL is where you put in your, say you're using Twitch alerts or something, you put in your address right there that Twitch alerts gives you. You got your width, you got your height, your FPS and all that stuff, and then everybody that wants to run with their own custom CSS commands, it's all there and it's ready to work. And that's really about it. Just wanted to let you guys know browser source is there for those that get confused.
Okay, that really wasn't what I was looking for, but it helped something else. But you know, thank you, whoever that was, Joe Numbers. That did help some, but I want to know how to stream your browser. That's so hard to find. Okay. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Alright. I'm still not finding anything. Maybe this thing is it. Oh, this guy is super emo. Holy shit.
Make a brand new one, so...
Nope. It's regular OBS. I don't need that. Alright, OBS Studio browser. Oh, god dang it. Guide. Okay, stream web page. Okay, that's also not helpful. How does web page equal slow internet? Okay. Okay, that's how to stream to Facebook. Also not something I'm looking for. This is so aggravating. I don't need to know how to stream to Facebook. Oh, let me try OBS Studio browser game. Maybe this guy. Maybe.
Hello, everyone. My name's Adam.
This guy has such a
Once you have it installed, it's going to look like this. I've cam your desktop, your specialized hard drive set up for recording videos. If you don't have more than one hard drive in your computer, actually if out of system is already, we're going to record YouTube and your video bitrate. Tell P36.
Okay. Not really helping yet.
OBS 2, and then you
skip it through.
have your game. The microphone.
You've got the radio voice.
We'll push. If you do, you want to.
Okay.
Render resolution 20 by Windows, and it'll click your. We'll go from there. Once your different monitor go to screen resolution.
Okay, that's
resolution is
different monitors. That's cool, I guess.
This is Windows, of course, and things like, and you're get it set up. Nothing out now in a video actual setup. Display cap main.
Oh, what's this?
You can call it whatever you want, of course. And then it's going to pop up a menu for you to choose which monitor you're using. I'm going to use most of your mouse cursor or not. For certain games or applications, you may not want your cursor showing. For me, I do want my cursor to preview. Source, mute that. Actually, a 720p scene. Your source, you have this. So if it's on top of your webcam, you can move it down below it. If you go to transform, you can actually tell it to fit to screen. So that works out really well. And then if you have
ideas, this might work. Maybe. Let's see, display capture. Wish I had a different display, but I don't. Get rid of the cursor. Let's do that. And then let's see. Fit the screen. Okay. What? I don't know what it's doing because it's. Oh. I was doing the wrong thing anyway, so. Haha. Okay, that's actually not doing a damn thing. Okay. Transform. Let's go back to fit the screen. It's not helpful at all, actually. Yeah, for his idea, I would need
source that is square, and you want to stretch it out. For example, Five Nights at Freddy's. I've covered that in a couple videos, and it'll stretch it to get rid of black bar. Really bad because you are stretching it. Cases starting screen, and then instead, when we add our source, instead of going to display capture, we're gonna go to video capture device. I'm gonna call this webcam. Okay. You'll notice transform, stretch. Here we can. I'll go to custom, and then resolution. It, since my webcam doesn't support 60 frames per second, stretched, sure, go to game capture, original OBS application, and so I'm gonna leave it on chat, click, and it's gonna be game, a new source, video capture device. It's gonna be same thing with game capture plus game capture 1. Okay, we're gonna move, right click, go to order, and move down so that it's below my cam in the corner. That. My video choose my boom with choose default. I'm gonna go to monitor even though it says out of range. So then what I do, because it has device default, I'm gonna go to custom resolution, tell it what it's displaying 1080p, and boom, there we go. Now it works. Click OK. Now we have our capture card here with my other OBS stream. And then same thing if we want to do face cam, go to video capture device, choose webcam 1, shrink it up. And put it over there, and we have Facecam with my capture card. It's that simple, really. And then you have a basic recording profile to start recording high quality 1080p 60 frames per second or whatever you want to record videos. All you gotta do is hit start recording, and then when you're done recording, hit stop recording. It's as simple as that. And then your video file that you created goes wherever you selected an output. So for me, it's under I/OBS. Yep. Wherever you choose here, that's where your final video will be. You can upload that to YouTube. Just go to YouTube and click upload. You can upload it, or you can upload it to Twitch, well, not Twitch, but you can upload it to Facebook or what have you. And that's all you need to do. I do hope this video was helpful for you. If it was,
Let me go to this. OBS multi-platform, blah, blah, blah. Intro interface tour. Okay. Okay. Okay, don't need that. Okay, I'm going through the list of stuff here. How to play music and Skype audio. I could probably use that. You know, people might want some music.
Hello everyone, my name's Adam Reaples Vox and welcome back to another OBS multi-platform or OBS Studio tutorial. I've been doing a ton of these, so if you missed any of them or you're looking for the rest, check the playlist link in the description below and you'll find all the videos along with a lot of helpful information and an IP address from unwanted spying. By hiding it, country below to help us build across all of our channels. Check the description or YouTube card now to check it out. I'm going to sit in your line is actually a video into a future video. The first way I'm going to recommend is actually to use Nightbot and help keep it safe. What people can do is they can put in exclamation this song, leave this everything is not able to need to do and get picked up. The second way is to actually run it through a secondary audio device. In previous videos we've covered adding multiple audio devices play your music through a secondary audio device. That way you're not hearing it through your speakers and it's not, you know, echoing in your microphone, but you still, you know, get to play the music and get to pick it up and stream. The other options are very dependent on your audio programs. Some audio programs let you play audio through secondary audio devices, so then you don't have to listen to it. And this is actually hard to narrow down because iTunes itself does not support this. So I'm going to try it in VLC here. Yes. In VLC, for example, if you go into your audio settings, choose audio device, then you can choose what it goes out. So if I make it go out this random digital output that I'm not using, I can play the music. I don't hear it. But then if I go into OBS and I change my audio settings to where my secondary desktop device is that random audio device that I chose here, click apply and click OK. Secondary audio device, not listen to it to yourself, but still play it through the stream. And that audio setting for your mix.
I mean, that's kind of nice, I guess.
Default device and not worry about balancing it, then that's fine. It'll just come out of your speakers. But you'll have to go into Skype here and go into call, audio settings, and see what Skype's using. For example, Skype uses my webcam microphone, so I want to make sure I use that so Skype can hear me. But then it's using... Click OK. Watch this audio meter down here. When I test the Skype audio levels, you see that little Skype meter here in OBS. That's really
actually not that helpful.
And set that up as desktop audio 2.
Man. So far, I have yet to see what I'm looking for. God. It's not working good in my favor. Okay, that's restream tutorial. Alright. So, Operation learn how to do that thing that I was looking up has failed. Badly. I don't know how to do it. I mean, I did figure out how to stream, but I don't know how to do... Oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah, I remember. That's how I got that going. But I don't know how to actually mess with that, really. Properties, I guess. Alright. Okay. I still don't know what to do. So let me go ahead and transition it over, I guess. Oh, never mind. Let's transition it back. Let's just remove this thing. Okay. Goodbye display capture. Because you're hideous and you look stupid. Actually, this might be useful in a way. Alright. If there's anyone out there who actually knows how to work OBS, let me see if I can find something I can do. What's this one? Create new. Is this the same thing? It is. Okay, I don't need that. Remove. It's basically the same thing as the other one. Okay. I want that full screen, so. Alright. If I had a second freaking monitor, but that involves like a better computer than what I got, and that costs money. Alright. I'm looking at this here. I'm seeing if it changes on. Okay, it does. So you can see the billions of tabs I have open. Okay, I don't need that going. I could do media source and just do nothing. Display capture is basically what's going on right now. Because this is display capture. It's just, I have it scrolled down so you don't see what programs I have open. It's not like it actually does anything like value to do that. Because all you would see is that, oh, I have Skype open. Oh, yay. Or Discord. Alright. VLC has a thing. Video capture device. I don't need that. Windows capture. Let's try Windows capture. Windows capture. What do you have for me? If I open up this and let's put this, let's transition this over. What do you do? Do you still do nothing? It looks like it. Okay. Not sure why. Let me Google OBS window capture. Let me go ahead and just put that shit at the bottom somewhere. Order at the bottom. Transition this over. That way you guys can at least see my face instead of just the cursor of a black screen, because that's silly and useless. Alright. OBS Studio window capture. Okay, black screen, because that's how I get. Okay, what's this guy say?
What's up, everybody? It's the Greek MC here, just bringing you a real quick tip on how to fix the window capture black in OBS or OBS Studio on Windows 10. If you're having this issue, I hope this fix works for you. So if you pop into your Chrome, I have to show you kind of backwards, and you'll understand why here in a second. If you go into your Chrome, you go to the top right, the little triple bar, go to your settings. At the bottom here, you'll see Show Advanced Settings. Click on that and scroll to the very bottom. So you'll see System has Use Hardware Acceleration when available already selected on your screen, most likely. And if it does, you need to deselect it. That way, everything works for you. I'm going to select it, show you what it does. Restart Chrome here. So this is what you're seeing. You see your...
Okay. Well, let's restart Chrome like that guy said. Okay. Let's put this order to move to the top. Aha. Aha.
What's up?
This guy This guy gets a thumbs up. That guy does indeed get a thumbs up. Alright. Now we are at least cooking with some sort of fire. But now, I want to see if I can do the alt trick. Alt. No. You stupid thing. Give me Windows capture. Video capture device. Oh, this is going to be useful. Okay. Alright. Alright. Even does it work when I scroll down? Let's take a look. Let's look at the thing. Oh. Yeah, it works. Holy Mother Teresa's ghost. Alright. Move this up to the top. Shrink this up a little bit. Let's just stick this big mama jammer right here, because I want that to be a decent size. Let me check here. And then this has to go all the way to the top. But I want to change that color of that now. Slit font. Is there no way to actually have a different color? Well, fine. Oh wait, yeah, slit color. And then second color would be red. Oh, this is looking not too bad. Let's transition over. Look at this. I'm learning stuff and things. And things and stuff. It's pretty handy.
So people are going rampant right now,
now
about the latest preview of Dragon Ball Super.
I
not
can
because
at
there's
least
a new villain,
look at
not because the next
YouTube
character that's supposed to
stream
show up is
or
just like the
video
most exciting thing in the world, which I'm sure there are some
now
people
talk
that are
about
excited because
said
in the
video.
preview
Like,
we see that this is
for
going to be the
Neverworld
Dr.
here.
Slump crossover.
I always thought he
Raleigh
looked
and
so
some of the
weird.
characters from the Dr. Slump universe.
Yeah, he was a weird human being. But besides that, besides him being a weird person, he's alright, I guess, as a YouTuber. I'm not actually paying that much attention to it, but alright. Now that I figured out why one of the features I wanted the most to work properly, why it wasn't working before. Now that I know why it wasn't working, I'm actually pretty damn happy. Alright. Now, because what that actually lets me do is I can now do videos regarding preview videos, like summer previews and stuff. But with this new technology, I can actually look at the trailer of said video and maybe work that into something. Maybe. The problem with that is certain companies will destroy me in regards to in regards to copyright. They will utterly wreck me. And you can see I'm looking at my stats here. I always have 0 watching, 0 like doing anything, so but this is just me figuring out about OBS and if someone is actually going to say anything. Let me write in the description for this. Trying to figure out how to get OBS Studio to work properly. Where's that guy? I just got this from the Greek MC. This guy. I'm gonna link him in this thing. The Greek MC. That's his name, right? Let me just copy this. Let me make sure this is properly. Okay, Greek MC for a handy dandy tutorial for getting rid of a black screen. Alright. Now, yeah, you won't be able to see that. Good thing, because you don't need to see it. Alright. Now that I got that going, I can do other stuff. Like I can give me a good browser game. There ain't no one actually here, so. Let me see. Or I could just watch YouTube videos. You know, we could all watch some YouTube. Everyone likes YouTube, right? I mean, I'm streaming on the YouTube as it is. I mean, I could go on the bottom left thing, but I like being on the right side of the screen. So here's talking about browser source, which actually did not help at all. Settings, I actually had to change settings in Chrome so I could even have anything work properly. Alright, let me check this real quick. Can I go? Well, I mean, window class seems to work, so. Okay. The only problem is my mouse cursor shows up even if I'm not even like over, you know. Okay, I was wondering if I can like click on it, but no. Let's see what window tile does. Okay, that's not what I want. Window class, not really it. What's keyword name? Window class, I guess is gonna be it. Cancel that, because this is about the closest I have to actually anything of value. Because now I can actually set up videos in the future and other stuff. Now the real question is there anything? I mean, I guess I can watch.
So
this
fair
kind of
play
video.
to it, but one of the things which, oddly enough, probably you wouldn't think that would
Who
be a big
wants
deal
to
or whatever,
watch for
is Little Trunks in this preview has people going crazy. Why, you might ask? The fact that he looks slightly older in the preview. Now, we only see him for literally like 2 seconds at most. He's like throwing some punches or something like that, and he's wearing a suit. But
So,
people are saying that they did a time skip.
there's a time skip
Super
in
time skip
69.
based on that clip alone, because Little Trunks finally looks like he's aging. Now, there's a couple things to look into that and kind of assume or whatever. I mean, one you could say is just shit fucking animation. I've seen anime, plenty of anime, where characters look like, holy fuck, was there a time skip? Oh no, that's just shitty art and animation. So there's a possibility.
There,
right
I made it a little
like
bit smaller.
Whoever's animating the next episode put a pencil up their ass and started drawing on the page and said, ah yes, Trunks kind of looks like this, right? So there's a possibility there. Another possibility, hey, maybe they are doing the time skip, because right now the Dragon Ball timeline, if I'm correct, we're only a few years away.
There goes something my computer likes to do. It, like
from the ending of Z. I think at most we're probably like I want to say
when it hits a
from Z, the ending of Z?
It
Because we've had quite a few time skips.
It will block it,
Super
but
Starts
it won't
alone, a time skip
completely
from Boo is not that
block
much
it
of a
from
time skip,
existence
but
or
I think
anything.
it's
So
maybe half a year, I want to say, from the Boo saga, maybe a little bit more. I honestly, it's been a while now, so I'm kind of vague on it. But nonetheless, I know some time has passed. I mean, Videl was pregnant in Battle of Gods. Pan is born in, you know, Resurrection F, and then the Dragon Balls, the time that it takes for them to come back. So we've seen them use them time and time again. So there's been quite a few years of time skips or whatever. And one of the things people that have been generally complaining about Dragon Ball Super, not to mention, you know, just all the other shit, but the fact that Goten and Trunks still look exactly the same from the Majin Buu saga, even though right now they should be years upon years older than what they were. If I'm correct, in the Majin Buu saga, Goten was 7, Trunks was 8. Now, with all the years passing, which I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you, how many years have passed, but I'm imagining they're somewhere between 10 and I want to say maybe 13, 14 around there, based on all the little time skips we've had in Dragon Ball Super, and again, the amount of time it takes for the Dragon Balls to revive and stuff like that, you know, to come back after the year of them being stones or whatever. So they're probably around there. So definitely they should have grown a little bit, especially if they're going to look like they look in the ending of Z, because in the ending of Z, Goten and Trunks, they have a massive difference from what they look like right now. They look like, you know, tiny little chibi looking little characters or whatever. In the ending of Z, they had, you know, more of a adult type of look, even though they were, I think, like probably 15 and 16 at that particular point. So something big is going to have to happen.
I don't actually remember what they look like at the end of Z. Now that I think about it,
saying that in that preview, Trunks looks a little bit older.
I mean,
Honestly, all we could do, as far as like based on the information we have about this episode, is speculate. From the preview, we see, of course, there's going to be wacky shit with Dr. Slump. We see Vegeta wearing a suit, Trunks wearing a suit. Looks as though there's going to be some red tie affair or whatever. And you see Mr. Satan in a suit attire as well. And based on what I know about this episode, it's going to be some sort of festival thing going on. So that's probably why they're wearing suits. Honestly, I guess I got to leave the question up to you guys until we get the actual episode. Do you think that there's a time skip in Dragon Ball Super where we're finally going to see Trunks and Goten age slightly?
I hope they do.
I mean,
have a time skip in Super, actually,
honestly,
because
it's hard to say. He looks a little bit like he might
all
be
this stuff's
older,
happening
between,
within like
animation possibly and the
this
art
unknown
possibly
time
shit.
that they have not actually
the
given
suit is
like
making him a little older looking because
any
suits
info
do
on.
make
I
you
mean,
look a
they
little
I think
bit
they
older. I
did
mean,
drop a
put on a
date,
fucking
like
suit and look
a
in the mirror and
number
you see, oh
of like
shit,
months
I
or
look like
something.
I aged a couple fucking years,
But,
so it could be that as well. And then of course
I
the
can't
episode in
remember too much.
general as a whole. I mean,
Yeah.
it kind of reminds
Bad memory
me
and
of
all.
like the ending of Z where Vegeta's attire and stuff like that. It could just be because of the clothing they're wearing in particular. Maybe Bulma forced that shit on him, but it definitely looks as though it could
Alright.
very well be a time skip. I'm just honestly not sure. And another
Just
thing that
quite well.
happened in the previews, just to quickly talk about, is Vegeta goes up and he has like, you know, his key charged and he fucking punches Arale. Why would he do that other than the fact that maybe she was taunting him and he just went on an outrage or whatever? Like, why the fuck would Vegeta jump in? I mean, evil Vegeta's kind of done. Majin Vegeta's bye-bye. So why would he run and punch a little fucking kid? Like, is that still in Vegeta to be a dick like that? Or maybe at that particular point, because again, we don't know exactly what's going on in the episode, he already knows about Arale, that she's, you know, kind of really strong. So maybe he got pissed and said, why won't you die? And fucking went and hit her or something like that. Because there's also another clip in the preview where you see Goku and Vegeta looking at Arale with her head on the floor, and they're like, what the fuck is going on there? Because I think like she gets back up or something like that. And I mean, it's gonna be a wacky episode.
Alright, I think this is gonna be it for this video.
It to be
I
better,
did
at the very least,
get
episode 68, 'cause
things
honestly, episode 68 was very skippable. It was
set
kind
up
of
a
very
little
meh,
bit.
and usually Dragon Ball Super
you know, I
filler
got
can
this
be kind of
far.
enjoyable depending on
Like,
what they do. And I say
that's
filler
actually
loosely, obviously.
a
It's not
much
filler
bigger
'cause it's
improvement
old in the
over
anime, the
anything
anime's a
I've
new
done
canon or
on
whatever,
OBS
but, you know,
Studio
these filler-ish
in the
feeling
last like
episodes are usually good. Episode 68
however
definitely
long
didn't
I've
do it
actually
for
had
anybody
OBS Studio.
pretty
In
much.
fact,
But episode 69
for
looks like it
the
might
longest
take a
time,
hit.
I
But I guess, again,
thought
the big
OBS
question
Studio
right
was
now is,
broke because
is
I
there a
could
time
not
skip?
get
Is Trunks actually
Chrome
looking
to
older,
record
or
anything,
are people
and
just fucking seeing things?
like
I mean,
several
personally
times I
would like
needed
for
it
to be a time skip
to
and
record,
them
and
to
I
finally
also
start looking older, because
was wondering
the
why
ending
certain
of
things
Z,
weren't
assuming that
showing
they're not
up
gonna
when I
retcon the fuck
recorded.
out of it like
It's
it never
because I
happened,
didn't
which
hit the
I
certain
don't
switch
know
to
how I
move
would
it
feel
over.
about that. I mean, personally,
So
I
all
don't
this was
like the ending
found
of Z,
out
just to be
during
honest
the
with you. I think
stream,
that it's just
which
really
is actually
like,
quite handy.
Oh, look at this little kid
Look, I
that
can
I
also
don't
do
fucking know.
handstands
I'm gonna
too,
go
like,
spend
not
a
really,
couple
like,
of
I'm
years
just
with
making
him
fun of
training
him.
in his fucking
But
village.
for
even
Eric,
though I don't
well,
know him,
like
you know?
he's a
Like,
pretty cool
I'm not a
stream,
big fan
not
of the
streamer,
ending
but
of Z or whatever, but nonetheless, if they
YouTuber.
retcon
He
it,
does all
you
sorts
think
of just
that it would
random
make it better. I personally think
anime
that if they
stuff.
retcon it in a really interesting way, I'm all for it. And
but
again,
I
there's
need
so many different
to
instances
do a
that
few other
looks like they could
things.
retcon
So
it. I mean, in general, the existence of
actually, let me see if I can
is already a retcon of
do
the
that
ending of Z
here.
simply because of
Properties.
the line there was 10 years apiece or
Figure
however many
video?
years apiece.
No, that's
These
not.
haven't been peaceful times with Trunks showing up and Goku
Custom.
Black showed up for a little bit in our timeline and them struggling against the Merge Zamas and Beerus showing up in Battle Gods. From the moment Battle of Gods showed up, you know, Beerus and Whis and stuff like that, that was already, okay, we had 10 years of peace. That wasn't peace. The motherfucker was threatening to destroy the world, and Goku had to go blow for blow with this motherfucker. So, in a sense, Super's existence,
It's
the moment we had that
only
first film,
slightly
Battle of Gods,
screwed up
already
the
retcons the ending of Dragon Ball Z because that's not
stuff
peaceful.
here.
Last
So.
time I checked, aliens showing up to destroy the Earth is not peaceful fucking times. But also, the look that Goten and Trunks, assuming that this isn't an actual time skip and their character designs aren't going to start looking older, they're too young looking for them to have just, well, with Dragon Ball, I guess it's arguable.
All right. Let's transition that over.
They look so fucking young for in a few more years. Just a few more years, they're supposed to go from looking like they're 7 and 8 to looking like they're fucking 15 and shit like that.
There.
Like, it just
let's transition again.
So that's another thing.
Ta-da.
But again, there's the counter argument.
It looks
if
a
you've
little
seen
bit
Dragon
better.
Ball, Goku went from looking just like that.
Once
to
this
looking almost
video
how he
ends, I'm
looks
gonna
now.
go ahead
Like
and mine.
the ending of
Why?
Dragon Ball was
Because
like a little bit of a
I
time
think it's a
skip of
good
couple
setup.
years,
Like,
and he went from
I wonder if
little
that
baby
quality
look
actually
to,
looks
oh,
any
shit, it's
better
the Son Goku
compared
we
to
know
what
from
it
Dragon
was.
Ball Z. So there's
Like,
that
I think the
argument
only thing
there
that happened was I made it
has done
whiter.
it before, or Dragon Ball, in a sense, the franchise
actually,
has done that before, which kind of makes me, I don't know, I just
whiter
had
in a
rant
shitty
about
way
One
when I
Piece
think about it.
and
Let me
stuff
go
like that, but
do this.
that's for another video. Let me know what you guys think. Again, what do you think is the case about this whole time skip debacle? Do you think the fans are looking into it too much?
Transition.
I mean, I do know that us fans, especially in a bland episode like the latest episode, and honestly, again, these filler-filling episodes, maybe the fandom can be looking into it a little bit too much, because I've seen some people saying, what are you talking about? Trunks looks the same. He's just wearing a suit. So there's that argument there. Also, are you looking forward to it? Or are you one of the people, because I've actually seen people saying, I'm not watching Super until the next arc.
I've
actually seen people saying, I'm not watching Super until the next arc starts. Like, I don't care. Like, it's an interesting thing because there's some Dragon Ball fans, including myself, that were watching all of Super. I don't give a fuck. I'm watching every episode. Like, I'm not skipping shit. Even if it's kind of iffy episodes or kind of wasted time episodes like 68. I just want to see it all. I want to know everything about this series, you know? So there's us that we watch it all. But then there's some people that they're like, wake me up when Hit shows up for the next arc. Wake me up when the next big villain shows up. Until then, fuck Super, which... I mean, to each his own. Personally, again, I'm more of a I can't do that. Like, it would drive me fucking bonkers to think I missed 4 episodes of Super, regardless of what happened, because it could be the smallest setups. We could have the smallest fucking setups, and even these filler episodes. Because if you think about it, it was almost in a sense foreshadowing in that shitty water mist arc that we had, where there was the evil Vegeta. Oh, there's an evil Vegeta. Yeah, well, get ready because there's gonna be an evil Goku. So there's little instances like that could be hints for the future of Super as well. So if you want to be in the loop of stuff like that, definitely watch some of those arcs. And I mean, in general, it's just fun stuff. Even 68, as much as a lot of people are giving it shit, it was just a funny episode. And who the fuck don't want to see Bulma having thoughts? So 69, I'm for it. Let's see some Morales. Let's see some Dr. Slump. And again, let's see if there's going to be a legit time skip look for Trunks and Goten finally. But yeah, let's see if we're going to get some fucking actual relevance for Goten. Like, the latest arc that we just had, Trunks was relevant or whatever, right? Because future Trunks showed up, so we got to see little Trunks. Let's get some fucking relevance for Goten. I'm just saying, the motherfucker, he is a very underused character. Looks just like Goku, a Super Saiyan at 7, the youngest Super Saiyan of all time. Let's do something with the character, something fun, something exciting. Let's forget that he becomes an absolute utter disappointing piece of fucking shit in GT. Let's make him something cool, you know what I'm saying? And your overall expectations for the upcoming episode of Dragon Ball Super. Do you think there's going to be a time skip, or we're all just fucking flipping out and we need to get our eyes checked? But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm from Neverworld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.
Okay, let's try transition again. Still slow. Alright, well, whatever.
So it seems like it's become a trend that after every arc of Dragon Ball...
Alright. Let's see. there anyone talking in my chat? Nope, no one. I didn't really expect anyone to be in there anyways, but still. Alright. Okay. Yeah, well, at least automatically block spam messages is there, so I don't actually have to do anything. I can play an ad. Yeah. Alright. Ta-da, someone is getting an ad right now. Right this very second, they're getting an ad. Yeah, there's Inception here. But yeah. Now, if anyone actually wants to figure out how I learned bits of OBS, they could go back in time and say, this is where he actually learned how to use OBS. Crazy. Alright, get that off my screen. I need to figure out how to, like, turn off how, you can in regular OBS. Because OBS has it easy. There's a check mark next to things, so which there isn't one on Studio. It's just actually there is a way. Holy shit! It's like, see, because well. It would work better if I didn't have to transition it myself. But let me see if I can it's pointless. Oh well. But yeah, I just thought this was a cool little GIF, so I kept it. Alright. Thanks for watching, and that's gonna be it for this really bad stream where I just was fixing up OBS a little bit with no help from you guys. There was no one actually watching, so whatever.